Now, does anyone know what console this Zook featured, or was this Zook its own console? I'm confused. Hello, it's time for heat number 4 in the Bamzooki Uberzook competition. My name is Robotic Master. So far we have 3 Zooks that have qualified for the quarterfinals, with Reborn being the successful winner of Heat 1. We've got Young Hu from Heat 2, and last time out, after a really thrilling contest, Angry Alligator chomped its way through the competition, qualifying for the quarterfinals. Now we have another 4 Zooks waiting in the wings in order to try and book their spot in the quarterfinals. Let's go and meet them, shall we?
Introducing Uber.
This is the ultimate Uberzook of the basketball superstars who won their grand final in Series 3. The team has gone on to be regarded as a legendary within the Bamzooki community, and this Zook has been the inspiration for many aspiring Zooksters since. But now coming up to over 15 years old, has this Zook passed its sell-by date, or can it still provide us with a spectacular looking display to continue his legacy?
Red Diamond.
If you were ever wondering what would happen if you combined a pyramid with a camel, here is the result. Here we have Red Diamond created by Shu, a Zookster known for knowing the Zook kit like the back of his hand. Will that prove to be an advantage here?
Remus.
This Zook was built from the ashes of a bonfire, and rumour has it this Zook is still burning internally today. You can see from its eyes gives it really that demonic look, and the flamethrowers at the front make it look like it's got horns. This Zook is incredibly nippy and strong, and is certainly going to put all of its opponents hot under the collar.
Sheldon Cooper.
The first thing I think of when looking at this Zook is 3 flattened Yoshi eggs with some legs attached. This Zook is named after a popular character from the Big Bang Theory. Will this popularity alone be enough to carry the flattened Yoshi eggs to victory? And looks like our 4 Zooks are ready to go. Let's move on to the first event. And here we are off to the first event, and it's a trip to the Bamzooki dojo here with Zook Sumo. Pretty simple event this one, just push the other Zook out of the arena. Strong Zooks tend to have the advantage here as they can push Zooks around. Here we have our first contest between Remus and Red Diamond, and off the back it looks a real bit of a mismatch. Remus looks much bigger than Red Diamond here, so I can only see this going one way. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. Remus charges straight at Red Diamond and just sits on top, but very quickly disposes of Red Diamond. That's not really much surprise though, to be honest. Now it's time for the legend Ali Uber to take on Sheldon Cooper. Now Sheldon Cooper looks a little bit longer, but it looks to be more mass on Ali Uber, so this should be a very interesting contest. 3, 2, 1, go. And both Zooks are charging each other, and Sheldon Cooper just goes straight underneath Ali Uber and out. That is a win for Ali Uber. Up next we have Remus versus Sheldon Cooper, and Sheldon Cooper's chomping at the bit to get back on his earlier defeat to the hands of Ali Uber, while Remus is starting with a perfect record after winning against Red Diamond. What will happen now? 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off, and Remus just dances straight past Sheldon Cooper and off. That gives the win to Sheldon Cooper. What a win. Next up we have Ali Uber versus Red Diamond. Ali Uber could put himself in a really good position here by taking out Red Diamond. Let's see how he does here. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off, and Ali Uber, they just seem to be dancing all over each other. There's no actual attempt to push anyone off, but Red Diamond kind of ends up sending himself off, giving the win to the legend that is Ali Uber. It seems that even Shu is afraid of this awesome status that surrounds the mighty Ali Uber. Now, Sheldon Cooper will be squaring up against Red Diamond. There is still an awful lot to play for, even at this stage. Red Diamond will want to get a win though, and will probably have his best chance against Sheldon Cooper here. But let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Red Diamond shoves him out the arena. This is going to be tight. We're going to have to go to a replay, but I think Red Diamond had it. It is a Red Diamond win. That is tight, but you can clearly see there that Red Diamond was the last one to have his legs on the arena. Well done, Red Diamond, for picking up your first win. And it's time for the final contest of the round. It's Ali Uber versus Remus to determine who's going to win this event. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and Remus pushes Ali Uber out in the way and then runs off the arena himself, keeping Ali Uber in the arena, which gives Ali Uber the win. Ali Uber was beaten there. Remus will be kicking themselves. Well, things have got off to an interesting start this heat already. Ali Uber wins Zook Sumo, scoring 4 points, with winning 3 contests. Interestingly, all the other Zooks won 1 contest each, which means that Remus, Red Diamond and Sheldon Cooper each scored 2 points, which means after one event, Ali Uber has a 2-point lead over everyone. Yay! Well done! It's now time for a second contest of the day, which is Zook of the Hill. This reminds me very much of King of the Hill. In this contest, our Zooks are to try and climb up a series of hills, which each hill getting slightly steeper than the next, with the final hill being the set of stairs they're going to have to clamber over, requiring greater ground clearance to climb up the stairs. Once they get up to the 4th platform, all they have to do is cross the line. Fastest Zook to get up there wins. So a Zook that has good climbing ability, a good turning circle and decent speed will be very successful here. Stepping up first, we have Remus. Each Zook will have 3 attempts to do their best here. Here is Remus's first attempt.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Remus has had a decent start, but has got stuck on the stairs. But he's got past that and going on to the second one, and then has fallen off from the stairs, which means he's only got to platform 1 in this first attempt. However, it took him 6.2 seconds to get up to that first platform, so that's a pretty solid benchmark, if unspectacular. And now it's time for Ali Uber's first attempt. Coming off fresh from his win in Zook Sumo, Ali Uber will look to put on a good display here to keep the momentum up. Let's see how he fares.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Ali Uber's making a solid start here and goes straight up to the first platform, which is already lit up, and I believe that was much faster than Remus, so he's ahead of Remus at this point. He's gone up to the second platform, which is amazing. He's going to start to the third platform. He's riding around, but he's made it up to the third platform pretty comfortably. Now he goes onto the 4th platform, and he's struggling, but I think he's making progress. He's halfway up the steps. He's halfway up, but he's beached himself on the side. I don't think he's going to recover there. That's a pretty solid attempt though for Ali Uber. 15.8 seconds, gets up to platform number 3 as he just falls out in the arena onto the floor. But that's still a very solid attempt there, which puts him in first place. Time for Red Diamond to step up to the plate here. Can he fare better than what he did in Sumo? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. A very sharp turning circle for Red Diamond, but catches that side as he goes up. But that's still really rapid. Look at how fast he's racing up this side of the hill. And he's going to make a quick turn here. Hits the 3rd platform in rapid succession. But he is very low to the ground, and I don't think the legs are going to be able to reach. So he's going to run endlessly into that bottom step. Oh, he's finally got up to that first step somehow. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing what I call the shoe wiggle, and he's kind of slowly climbing up, and now we're back at square one, and he's just randomly hitting the wall at this point. No one knows what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to get at it from another angle, but I think he's going to struggle. Again, he's lost sync, and he's now gone down. It's all going to affect things. He's fallen out the arena, but that means that Red Diamond made it up to platform 3, and that's 12.5 seconds, so that's faster than Ali Uber, putting him in first place after that attempt. Well done, Red Diamond. And finally we have Sheldon Cooper about to make his first attempt. He will have to do well here because we have some pretty solid attempts here, and with two of the Zooks making up to platform 3 and the other one at least making up to platform 1 very quickly. Let's see how Sheldon Cooper fares.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. I have to admit this is much slower than the other Zooks so far. He's taking it very gingerly and carefully, but that steady style could mean that he has a better turning circle and is a little bit more steady, although he does stumble a little bit onto that third platform, but that's fine. It's nothing major, just a quick stumble. But again, this is not particularly fast, and I do worry if that's going to count against him in future rounds or in other events. But it is being very careful here. I think this would do really well in, say, like Ready Steady Zook, where you had to have a very fine circle. I just wish it was a little bit quicker. But he's onto the third platform, and I'm afraid I think that's going to be a little bit too steep. And he is just beached on there, cannot do a thing. I mean, that's more the way this lack of speed is costing in here. And time has run out for poor old Sheldon Cooper. As they all know, he is not getting anywhere fast. But it did take him 27.7 seconds to get up to platform 2, which gets him into second place on virtue of getting onto platform 2. But one must think that time is in severe danger of being beaten by the other Zooks. If Remus can get his act together, I think it could be last place for Sheldon here unless he pulls something out of the bag in the next 2 attempts. Now it's time for Remus to make his second attempt here. It was actually currently in last place right now, but he just needs to make it up to platform 3 to try and make some sort of headway. Ali Uber is currently in second place with 15.8 seconds to get up to platform 3. Let's see how Remus fares in this second attempt.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. This is a much more solid start by Remus, although he hits the wall briefly. It seems to be doing solid straight up to platform 1, straight up to platform 2, which basically puts him ahead of Sheldon Cooper at this point. He's gone up to platform 3, which is amazing, very quick, and he just runs into the side and gets himself beat from the side of the arena. He cannot go up the stairs, and he's got no grip. He's got no grip whatsoever, and that'll be the end of Remus's run here. But a 12.8 second descent up to platform 3 puts him 0.3 seconds behind Red Diamond and puts him in second place right now. What a performance there by Remus to make amends for his first attempt. Time for Ali Uber to take his second attempt. He is currently in third place right now after making the third platform in his first attempt with 15.8 seconds, which is a pretty decent time, but we'll look to improve on that in the second attempt. Can he get up to the elusive 4th tier?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and he's gone up the first ramp pretty easily, hitting the first platform, and he's kind of wiggled about. It's kind of unsettled him. He's run up the wedge, and he's on his back, and he's not going to recover from that. That's a very disappointing run, and that's not going to improve on his overall time of 15.8 seconds to platform 3. He got to platform 1 in 3.5 seconds, then went straight on his back. That's not going to help his standing. Let's see if Red Diamond can improve on his lead here. He did get a really decent time of 12.5 seconds onto the third platform, which is faster than any other Zook so far. He's only 0.3 seconds ahead of Remus right now, so you want to do a better time here to make his position at the top a little bit more comfy.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off, and Red Diamond makes a beeline straight up to the first platform, sprinting away just like he always does, which is always incredibly impressive. Straight up to the second platform, which you can only think is just a matter of seconds. Up to the third platform in no time at all. We were dancing around, and I don't think he's going to attempt to make the 4th platform, because he's just going back down where we came from before, and now he's trying to climb the course. I don't know why he wants to do that. He's fallen off. He's obviously happy with his performance, which is still in the lead at 11.9 seconds, but it's only to the third platform. And while he has increased his advantage time-wise, will only sticking to the third platform cost him in this event? Last Zook to take their second attempt is Sheldon Cooper. He is currently in last place, only making it to platform 2 in his first attempt. Can he make it one better here and get up to platform 3? He will also need to do it at a faster time because he's currently 27 seconds. He made it up to the second platform, while the other Zooks have made it up to the third platform in under 15 seconds. With Ali Uber making it in 15.8 seconds, it's the time to beat if he wants to beat the other Zooks. How will he fare on this attempt?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and once again Sheldon Cooper starts off like a snail, or at least it feels like a snail, because he's crawling up there in no real hurry, not knowing that the other Zooks are miles ahead of him in terms of speed and in time in general. He's just casually going up there as slow as anything, no rush, just casually goes up there. It's almost like it's a Sunday drive, but this is not a Sunday drive, this is a competition, and he's hit the second platform, and this is incredibly slow in comparison to the other Zooks. This is kind of embarrassing for him, and yet again he's struggling to get out to the third platform, which I think he's going to get stuck on because half of his legs are now dangling over and not even making contact with the ground, so he's got absolutely no grip to go up, and that's going to be the end of his run there. And that took in 28.2 seconds, which is just about a second slower than what he did before, but still in last place. That's not good for Sheldon, considering every other Zook made it up to the third platform in under 16 seconds. Now to start off with the third and final runs, we have Remus, who currently sits in second place, with his second run being 12.8 seconds up to platform number 3. He knows he has to do a little bit better, as Red Diamond got to the third platform in 11.9 seconds. Getting up to the fourth platform will be enough to bring him above Red Diamond for now. Let's see how Remus does.
3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go. Remus kind of hits the sidewalls for a little bit, but he's still maintaining good progress and solidly making up the first and second platforms. Not many issues at all. I thought he was going to fall off there because he kind of rode the sidewall for a little bit. Up to the third platform, made it up. He's climbing the stairs. This is impressive. He's climbed the stairs onto the fourth platform and crossed the line. What a complete run by Remus. He made it to the top of the tower, and you by default are top of the table. That run was 22 seconds. Impressive stuff by Remus, and you're top of the table right now. Can any other Zook beat that? In the wake of that completed run, Ali Uber knows exactly what he needs to do to get the advantage back. Can he get to the top of the tower?
3, 2, 1, go.
And a solid start by Ali Uber, racing up to the first platform, pretty steady, but hits the sidewall after hitting the first platform, and steadily up to the second platform, which is fantastic, and up to the third platform, slight wobble, going from side to side, not as smooth as his first run. He's now going round to the circle, don't hit the sidewall. Oh, that was close. He's going up, he's going up, he's going up the stairs, only a little further. Oh no, what horrible luck for Ali Uber. Has gone right back down to the bottom of the stairs. What horrid luck. I thought they were going to get up to the fourth platform, and they were fractions away before gravity took its toll and sent him right down to the bottom. He will only get noted for getting to the third platform, and that was slower than his first attempt. So heartbreak there for Ali Uber. Great run, and won't even get any recognition for it because he didn't hit the fourth platform, and that means that he will have to go with his first attempt, which is 15.8 seconds, which confirms he will be in third place unless Sheldon Cooper does something amazing in his final run. Time for Red Diamond to make his third attempt on Zook Downhill, losing his lead to Remus after Remus's completed run. He knows exactly what he needs to do to get his lead back.
3, 2, 1, go.
And off he goes, and that's not a good start for Red Diamond. He hits the sidewall on the way up to the first platform. Doesn't seem to be stretching in too much. He goes up to the second platform before racing up to the third platform, where he's struggling again. There's lots of sliding going on. And he's going to turn around before making an attempt to go up the stairs. He's using a sidewall to get a bit of leverage, but it's counting against him because he's leaned over too far and down to the bottom after the second platform. But he's made it to the third platform in 15.4 seconds, which is actually slower than his previous attempts, with his best record being 11.9 seconds to get up to platform 3, which will put him in second place with only Sheldon Cooper to go. And last but by no means least is Sheldon Cooper's final attempt. He has to beat 15.8 seconds to get to platform number 3 in order to place anything other than 4th place here. Let's see how Sheldon Cooper does.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and Sheldon Cooper is going like a snail yet again. He is not listening to me, but that's fine. At least he's going up, at least he's going in the right direction, which is good. He's made it to the first platform. I think by this point Red Diamond had made it quite comfortably up to the third platform by now, even though it was best attempt, and Remus would have quite comfortably almost been near the top of the tower. But, you know, Sheldon Cooper is still going. He's making it up to the second platform now, which he now hits. He's going to go up to the third platform when he gets himself into a better position to make sure his legs aren't dangling away. And again, he's done the same trick yet again with his legs dangling over a hole. And he's got no grip, which means Sheldon Cooper's going to stay on platform number 2. However, ironically, it was a faster time than this is his best time at a 27.6, which is 0.1 second faster than his best time of 27.7. Going into this, he is still 5 seconds slower to get to platform 2 than it took to Remus to complete the whole course, and is 1 platform behind everyone. So in that case, Sheldon Cooper, you're last in this event. And there we are, we're 2 events down, and Remus picks up the win for Zook of the Hill by being the only Zook to get to the top of the hill. Red Diamond is in second place after being the fastest of the 2 Zooks between himself and Ali Uber, who both made it to platform 3. Ali Uber was only able to make it to platform 3 in 15.8 seconds, which was in his first attempt, while Red Diamond on his second attempt made it up there in 11.9 seconds, some 4 seconds faster than Ali Uber. Ali Uber would consider himself unlucky to not make it to the 4th platform, as he was so close on his final attempt, but he didn't touch the platform, meaning it didn't count, and fell flat on his face. Sheldon Cooper, on the other hand, never looked like he was going to go up to platform 3, and was about half the speed of everyone else, with his time almost double that of Ali Uber in 3rd. But that being said, it's going to have some impact on the standings, with Remus now level on points with Ali Uber, with Red Diamond only 1 point behind him, with Ali Uber and Remus with 6 points, and Red Diamond with 5. Sheldon Cooper, on the other hand, has only 3 points and is 2 points behind Red Diamond and 3 points off the other 2. With that being said, let's move on to our next event, which should be a pile of fun. And now we're on to our third event of the heat, which is Zook Downhill. This contest is a tad ironic, since the last event we were climbing up the hill. But on this event, our Zooks are tasked with doing the exact opposite. They start on top of a hill and have to jump down a series of platforms to go down the hill before crossing the pink line at the end. First one to cross the line wins, and each Zook will face each other 1 time as always. Starting off here, we have Ali Uber and Sheldon Cooper, who were the 2 worst performing Zooks in the last event. Will they make a good display here to make up for the poor showing in the last event?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Ali Uber has a very quick lead and is racing to the finish even before Sheldon gets off the 4th platform. And he's going to make his way to the end of the course quite slowly, but he's going about half the speed of Ali Uber, and that could really cause problems in future events. But a great win for Ali Uber there. He's just quicker than Sheldon Cooper. And now on Zook Downhill, we have Remus versus Red Diamond, our 2 speedsters of the heat. How would these 2 fare on this speed-orientated course?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and Red Diamond gets off to a lightning start, but gets flicked around by Remus, who takes advantage and wins that round. That was incredibly close. But as you can see on the slow motion replay, he gives plenty of daylight between him crossing the line and Red Diamond crossing the line. But what a great win for Remus in this Zook Downhill event. And now we have Sheldon Cooper versus Red Diamond. Both of these Zooks lost out in their first round contest. Can they make amends here by picking up a win?
3, 2, 1, go.
They're off and Red Diamond races right down to the bottom of the course and wins. Sheldon Cooper didn't make it onto the second platform. He just tipped down and flipped out. Red Diamond comfortable win though. And now we have a matchup between Remus and Ali Uber. They both share the top spot in this heat so far. Who will get the advantage on this occasion?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off and Remus has a slight advantage but goes off to the side. Ali Uber beats Remus. Oh, that was close. But what a win by Ali Uber. Go Mal. Yeah, he's going to be happy with that. And now for the penultimate matchup of this heat, it's Remus versus Sheldon. Sheldon Cooper hasn't won against any of the Zooks yet in this event and is taking on Remus, who's a wee bit of a speed demon. How will he fare?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off and Remus is looking to avenge his earlier defeat to Ali Uber, which he does relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Sheldon Cooper completes his party trick, doing it for the second time in a row. But Remus wins quite comfortably, racing down to the end like a hare. Watch out, Zooks. It's time for the final matchup of the third event of the heat, with Ali Uber taking on Red Diamond. Ali Uber can win the event for himself if he beats Red Diamond here, while Red Diamond could make things interesting if it beats Ali Uber, creating another three-way tie. But let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's all system go for the two Zooks. Red Diamond is the faster of the two Zooks, but not by much. Ali Uber was making up ground, but Red Diamond wins, and that creates a three-way tie with 2 wins each. Oh boy, this is incredibly interesting once again. And that's event 3 over and done with, and we have finally reached the halfway point of the heat. That was an incredibly close contest yet again, as we had the second tie of the heat. However, this occasion it was a tie for the win, with Ali Uber, Remus and Red Diamond picking up to share the spoils. As the third place would normally get 4 points, second place would get 3 points, and third would get 2 points. Each suit would get 3 points, which is essentially all of those scores combined, separated out evenly. Sheldon Cooper, on the other hand, finished last, didn't win a single thing, and only scores a point. This makes it currently the closest heat so far at this stage, with Remus and Ali Uber both on 9 points, with Red Diamond a single point behind them with 8 points. In last place and only 4 points is Sheldon Cooper, but there's still plenty to play for, with any one of Ali Uber, Remus and Red Diamond could steal the victory from each other in the upcoming events. What will happen in the final 3 events? Who will make it through to the quarterfinals? Who will make it to the Mizazzi rounds? And who will make it to the Wooden Zooks? Let's find out by joining us in event 4. And now to begin the second half of the heat, we now have Merry-Go Zook. In this contest, they've got to try and stay on the platform as long as possible while it slowly spins around and gains speed. First up, we've got Ali Uber versus Red Diamond, who we just saw take each other on in downhill. How will they fare on a different set of arena? This isn't a race, this isn't about getting to the end as quickly as possible. It's simply a contest about balance and trying to keep yourself in the middle of the arena as long as possible without flying off the other end. The middle does give you more traction on the arena, giving you a better chance of winning. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Red Diamond is right in the middle, while Ali Uber is trying to fight Red Diamond to get into the centre. Red Diamond does have that fairly well guarded while they battle it out and try and push each other off. Ali Uber is trying to get some form of stability using Red Diamond as ballast, but it's not enough, and Ali Uber has fallen off the arena. 1-0 to Red Diamond, and Red Diamond win this matchup. What a good start to the contest for Red Diamond. Next up, we have Remus and Sheldon joining us in the Zook Merry-Go Zook arena. Let's see how they will fare.
3, 2, 1, go.
Away we go. Remus is making short work of Sheldon Cooper, and it looks like that Remus has booted off Sheldon Cooper before he's even started spinning. It was almost like he just got yeeted off. Remus was like, yeah, I'm not having you in my arena. You can get lost. Let me hog the middle of the arena, and which he's going to do so. Well done, Remus. And now it's Sheldon's turn to take on Ali Uber. How will they fare?
3, 2, 1, go.
Sheldon Cooper is starting to sink without a trace. This will be a really good time for him to do something special here against the current top of the table, Ali Uber. And he looks like he's got Ali Uber in a pile of trouble here, and he has. Ali Uber's fallen off again. Our Sheldon Cooper is sticking to the middle of the arena, exactly what he needs to do. Well done, Sheldon. And our fourth matchup for the round is Red Diamond versus Remus. These two Zooks are speed demons, and they could be of great help today. How will they fare?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and Red Diamond tries to get underneath Remus, but Remus is slapping around like he doesn't exist, like he's a piece of paper, and trying to mount Red Diamond, which counted in his favour yet again, with Remus picking up the win. Well done, Remus. And now for the penultimate contest of the round, it's Remus versus Ali Uber. Ali Uber's had pretty poor show in this event, yet to pick up a win in Merry-Go Zook. Will he beat Remus here?
3,
and the table
2,
starts spinning, and
1,
Remus just shoves
go.
Ali Uber out the way, and his balance is coming into fire again, but he seems to be just about coping right now. But Remus has a very tight guard on the middle of the arena and just pushing Ali Uber out the way, who just falls in his back and goes off. Remus wins yet again and has confirmed the winner of the event. And he's just going to be flung off for good measure just because it's fun and he's already won. But Remus wins. Well done, Remus. And it's time now for the battle for second place between Sheldon Cooper and Red Diamond. Who will get the upper hand here and take home that coveted second place?
3, 2, 1, go.
The contest begins, and Red Diamond charges straight at Sheldon Cooper to stop him going into the middle. Sheldon Cooper's speed is going to probably count against it here, because Red Diamond is just dancing in the middle, and Sheldon Cooper can't get anywhere near the centre and just gets flung off really quickly. Red Diamond just dances in the centre of the arena quite happily without going off. Well done, Red Diamond, for finishing in second in this event. And that's the fourth event over and done with, and this could really shake up the standings. Remus won that event quite comfortably, scoring 4 points. Red Diamond finishes in second place in that event, scoring a total of 3 points, while Sheldon didn't finish in last place and actually finished in third place, scoring in 2 points. A very impressive run for him in comparison to previous rounds. And as for Ali Uber, oh dear, this event really was an up your alley, and you only get 1 point there for such a disappointing display. This has had a dramatic impact onto the standings. As you can see, Remus now has a 2-point lead over Red Diamond. Remus has 13 points, while Red Diamond has a grand total of 11. Both these Zooks have gone clear of Ali Uber, who was leading early in the competition and had been sharing first place with Remus up until this event. What a dramatic change in fortunes. Can Ali Uber recover from that? As for Sheldon, he looks comfortable in fourth place with 6 points, 4 points behind Ali Uber, but due to Ali Uber's impressive start to the competition, it would be totally unthinkable for him to finish in fourth place now, would it? But it is still mathematically possible, so Ali Uber wants to do everything in his power to make sure Sheldon Cooper finishes behind him. But with that being said, with 2 events still left to go, let's move on to event number 5, and let's see if any of this will continue to change. And now for our fifth event of the round, it is Zook Cubes. In this event, our Zooks will try and navigate through 6 groups of cubes in order to cross the line at the other end of the arena. The fastest Zook, or the Zook that gets to the line first, will win, and the Zook will have to use their speed and their strength to get through these cubes. We already know this is something that Red Diamond lacks, but what about Sheldon Cooper's strength? Will he be able to use his strength disadvantage here despite his speed disadvantage? Let's find out!
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and Red Diamond, despite I was just talking about his lack of strength, he powered through that first group with considerable ease, and he seemed to making light work of the second group too, but he's having a little bit more trouble now. Sheldon Cooper is struggling. He can't power out the way. I think part of the reason why Red Diamond had some luck initially is because of that triangle at the front. He was able to kind of almost drill through the cubes, and he's kind of using that to some effect here, and he's kind of making some sort of progress onto the last group now, but struggling now to hit a larger group. Sheldon Cooper is still miles behind at this point, and Red Diamond is going to finish and win the event. Sheldon Cooper has only got through, I think, 2 groups of cubes, I think it looks like. Miles behind Red Diamond, and that's even with his apparent strength issues. And now it's time for Remus and FayeUnbound to step up to the arena. FayeUnbound was disappointing in Merry-Go Zook and will want to make amends here by beating Remus. How will these two Zooks fare on Zook Cubes?
3, 2, 1, go!
And it's off, and Remus just plows straight through and wins quite comfortably, but FayeUnbound isn't far off and gave a respectable performance here and will be happy with that display despite coming off second best. Now it's time for FayeUnbound to face Red Diamond in Zook Cubes. FayeUnbound has already shown how fast he can be in this event despite coming off second best to Remus, while Red Diamond, despite his speed, will know he's got a slight disadvantage over FayeUnbound. But will FayeUnbound remain on his feet? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and it looks like in this event FayeUnbound has greater control over his balance and is just ploughing through this contest with considerable ease, leaving Red Diamond in his dust. What a great performance by FayeUnbound there. Next up we have Remus versus Sheldon. Sheldon was a little bit disappointing against Red Diamond, and I think he's going to struggle against Remus here because Remus made it through much quicker than Red Diamond did. But let's see if any surprises will happen here.
3, 2, 1, go!
And the green whistle blows, and Red Diamond plows through this course with considerable ease, and Red Sheldon hasn't even got past the first group. I think it kind of says it all really. I don't need to add anything else. And let's see how far Sheldon Cooper will get in the Zook Cube course before FayeUnbound finishes. Or will FayeUnbound fall over, giving Sheldon Cooper free rein to win the event? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
And away we go. FayeUnbound is not letting even anything to chance and getting through the course before Sheldon Cooper makes it through the first group of cubes again. Pretty convincing win. Well done. And for the final matchup of Event 5, Remus and Red Diamond will take each other on. Remus is the absolute master of this event, or has been, against FayeUnbound and Sheldon Cooper. Can he repeat that feat against Red Diamond and then secure his place in the quarterfinals? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and Remus just plows straight through the course once again. He is the grand master of this event. Red Diamond is struggling and is miles behind Remus, but he did a better job than Sheldon in making it look somewhat competitive. He made it to the third stack of cubes at least. And our Zooks have just completed the 5th event, another dramatic event filled with twists and turns, but the excitement is still to continue with one more event left. Remus has won that event, scoring 4 points, which is a very impressive result for Remus. In second place we have FayeUnbound. After the disappointment after the 4th event where he finished in 4th, he's gone back to his normal dominant ways, finishing in second place just behind Remus. Red Diamond has finished in 3rd place here, scoring 2 points, back to a similar position where he's been throughout the whole heat. And Sheldon Cooper finishes in last again, which he will be disappointed with, considering he was significantly off the pace in comparison to the other Zooks. That being said, Sheldon Cooper currently has 7 points and is a staggering 6 behind Ali Uber and Red Diamond, who are both on 13 points. He will not be able to overcome that deficit in the final event, meaning he will go down to the Wooden Zook competition, but he can still showcase his ability in that event to see what his other Zooks will have to worry about when going into the Wooden Zook competition. As for Red Diamond and Ali Uber, they are both 4 points behind Remus, who has 17 points, meaning Remus will go through to the quarterfinals regardless of what goes on in event number 6. There's still all to play for though in regards to the second and third place. Either one of those suits could finish second or third. Won't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but we'll just give them bragging rights going into the Mazazny rounds, won't it? And now we're on to the final event of the heat, which is the variety contest. In this contest, as always, it'll be testing the Zook's speed, strength, climbing ability. Well, basically all the skills of an Uberzook is needed to be really good. So really you kind of need a little bit of everything to succeed. In this event, they have to get from one end of the course, touch the wall, and then run back to the pink line. It's just behind them right now. There are poles come out of the ground to start with. Then they have to go through a series of turntables. There's a couple of flat squares, some mini marbles, some doors, and a wall to turn around and do it all over again. However, most of the obstacles will be out of the way, so it proved a new challenge when on the way back. First up we have Remus and Red Diamond. Let's see how they fare on this course. Like I said before, this is completely for fun with hardly anything to play for.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off and they're both charged at the pink poles, and because they're quite fast they get there before they even have a chance to go down. Remus is flying through the course while Red Diamond has gone underneath the turntable and is, well, I don't know how he's managed that, he's completely gone under. Meanwhile, Remus is just making short work of this course. He's having a little trouble with the turntables, but Red Diamond is completely stuck underneath the first turntable, the first red turntable. And, well, I don't think he's going anywhere, so Remus is going to win this quite comfortably. It's just a matter of when, not if. But Remus has got stuck on the sidewall, and the red turntable, I don't know what's happened, but Red Diamond has broken physics. Well done for breaking physics, and Remus wins. Well done. And now we're off to the second matchup of Event 6, which is Ali Uber and Sheldon Cooper. Ali Uber is the fastest of the two Zooks, but we do know he's had a few balancing problems in a couple of the events today. Sheldon Cooper is slow and steady, but should be absolutely fine in terms of keeping his balance. So this should be a very interesting matchup. How will they fare here?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. Ali Uber, as we know, has a much faster Zook, but they're both onto the first set of poles, and Ali Uber is making his way through the turntables, making short work of them, but he's having trouble with the door, and he's off! Ali Uber is off, and the red door has taken him, so Sheldon Cooper has free reign to try and finish as much of the course as he can. And, well, it's not going to be a very fast attempt at this contest, we already know that. But Sheldon Cooper is slowly making his way to the wall. He's got no competition really, it's just he's to get to the end of the wall, which he's now done. He's going to make his way back, and he is very slowly making his way back, but he's got no competition. So all he needs to do is cross the line and he wins. But he's now stuck on the turntables because he's kind of hit his head on. But he's slowly made that turnaround, which is really fantastic because it means this contest can continue. And he's having trouble, he's almost stuck. But progress is being made. Slowly, there's no rush. I mean, you might as well get a cup of tea because Sheldon Cooper could be on it for a while. But he has beaten Ali Uber here, and Sheldon Cooper wins this matchup, which is kind of surprise. And it's not because of Ali Uber's balancing issues, he just got unlucky with the revolving doors. Next matchup we have Remus versus Sheldon. Sheldon here picked up a surprise win against Ali Uber after Ali Uber got unstuck on one of the red revolving doors. Will he have the same luck against Remus, or will Remus destroy him like he did to Red Diamond?
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off, and Red Diamond is already on the first set of poles, pushing Sheldon Cooper out the way so he doesn't even make the poles before he even gets halfway through the course. And the poles have got stuck in between the legs of Sheldon Cooper, delaying him massively, and Remus may well get to the end before he even gets to the first turntable, and that is the case. He pushes him back behind the purple poles. So it looks like that Sheldon Cooper's made no progress. But Remus was an absolute bully here. If it doesn't change anything, Remus wins this matchup. And now the contest, all end contest. Who will come out on top here? This could be very important for the battle for second place in the heat. Overall, between Ali Uber, the champion of the Grandie, the ultimate Zook of all time, and one of the most famous Zooks in the Bamzooki, well, Lordum. And then you've got Red Diamond by the guy that knows the Zook kit like the back of his hand. This is going to be one intense contest. Let's find out who will get the upper hand here.
3, 2, 1, go.
And both Zooks kick start, and they both hit the little pink poles. They're just waiting for them to go down before going around the turntables. Both Zooks got on the turntables, but Ali Uber is on his back, and he's not getting up anytime soon. Red Diamond is to make way past the squares, but the trapdoors have whipped him. He's hit the other end. The green trapdoor's pushing into the side. Can he power through? No, he's off. But Red Diamond will pick up the win over these two Zooks because he got further in the course than Ali Uber, who fell in his bag straight away after navigating to the turntables. What a disappointing showing for Ali Uber in a contest that he really wanted to get back some dignity after losing it in the last couple of events. And in this penultimate contest of the round, it is Sheldon Cooper versus Red Diamond. Let's see how this matchup turns out.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. As predicted, Red Diamond hits the poles and has gone straight off. Wow. Well, Sheldon Cooper by default has won, regardless of what he does, because Red Diamond just bounced off at the start and didn't even make it past the first set of poles, which is a huge surprise there. He must have just got an unlucky bounce off that first pole. But Sheldon Cooper is going to pick up another surprise win here, which is absolutely astonishing. And Sheldon Cooper, despite being the slowest Zook and posting arguably the slowest time on this event throughout the entire round, looks like he's going to finish quite decently here and guarantee himself at least a second place finish, which is really, really impressive. But he's now got stuck on a yellow turntable, making slow progress, but it's progress nonetheless. And he's going to the poles, and that's all he needs to do before crossing the line to his second win of this event. What a turn up for the books. Sheldon Cooper's turning up. Bit late, but he's turning up. And the final matchup of this heat in the event number 6, it's Ali Uber versus Remus. Remus has dominated this event so far. How will they fare?
3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go. Remus has hit the pole slightly quicker than Ali Uber. I think this is a passing of the torch moment as Ali Uber goes on his back. And Remus is going to plough through the course quite comfortably. He's put one of the squares on the green turntable, and he's beaten the course with Ali Uber on his back on the first obstacle. This is a true passing of the torch moment. And there we have it. The end of the heat is now, and the 6th event has been run. And Remus wins again. He's won event number 6 in very impressive fashion, scoring 4 points. He has been dominant this second half of the competition. Ever since event 3 came to pass, he has dominated these final 3 events. And that is showing in the final standings. In a remarkable change of fortunes, Sheldon Cooper came second in the final event. Although he's already going down to the Wooden Zook competition, as we already established at the end of event 5, this is really encouraging for the Sheldon Cooper team, and encouraging signs that they're not going to fall too far down the Wooden Zook standings. As for Red Diamond, he finished in 3rd place, scoring 2 points, and Ali Uber had another really disappointing event. If it wasn't for his strong showing early in the heat, you would think that he would get relegated to the Wooden Zook competition. I hope that's not a bad omen for things to come in the Mazzazini rounds, but we will soon find out when it comes to that point. In terms of the final standings, Remus wins by a comfortable 6 points over Red Diamond, scoring 21 points, which is currently the lowest of total scored by a heat winner, but just goes to show what an amazingly close heat it was initially, with Ali Uber getting the better of it. in Zook Sumo, and then having a 3-way tie in Downhill Zook in event number 3. Still an impressive showing by Remus all around. Red Diamond finishes in second place with a very mixed display in the heat, but did just enough to beat Ali Uber, who started off really strong but kind of faltered towards the latter stages of the heat. Sheldon Cooper finishes just 4 points behind Ali Uber, which kind of gives it encouraging signs going into the Wooden Zook competition. On another day, Sheldon Cooper could have even finished third, knocking Ali Uber out of the standings, and had Ali Uber not done so well in the early stages of the heat, one would think that he would be relegated to the Wooden Zook competition, so it'll be really interesting to see how he fares in the Mizazny rounds leading up to the quarterfinals or the Wooden Zook competition, depending on how he fares. But that's the end of heat number 4, and we're now halfway through the heats. Remus will now join the mighty reborn Young Hu, and last heat's winner, the almighty Angry Alligator, who secured a comfortable win in heat number C. Tune in next time where another 4 Zooks will step up to the arena in order to take on the mighty Bamzooki Uberzook challenge. Until then, I've been Robotic Master, and I'm signing off. Time to rest up, I think. That was an intense heat.